What is going on, guys? My name is Motoh, and today you're going to be watching some MX vs. ATV Supercross Encore here today on Anaheim 1. It's out. It was actually out yesterday as you guys are watching. I said that whenever I do end up getting the DLC, that I'd be releasing it that day. I ended up making it when I first got the track, and I was definitely bad at it. My fastest lap at the time was like a 118, and I've cut it down a few seconds. It's definitely lower than that. I think the fastest lap around the track currently recorded is a 107.06 around by True Brew. I'm 2 seconds off that with my 250 at a 109.12. So we got a little bit of work to do to cut that down, but yeah. So anyway, let's get into the track review. Overall, before I start off the gate, I will say this is probably one of my favorite tracks in the game now. It is very difficult, but it is very rewarding when you hit the sections right. You may see some rewards here. You may see some bad. I don't really know. Just depends on really how this goes. So we'll explain it real kind of slow first. We'll just roll through the track here in this first gear. So obviously you got this ridiculously long feeling starting straight into, I'll shift a little bit so it goes a little faster, but you get a solid little bowl corner here, which a lot of the 450s are going to go off first. A lot of people are double tripling and then tripling into the corner. Obviously I couldn't do it there, but what I'm trying to do is I'll go back so I can show you guys. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to triple in. Actually, most of the time I do get the triple in. So you turn around, triple in, which I'm not going to do yet, but you'll triple in and then quad. And then you single into the corner. That seems to be the safest way to go. Then you have this section where you triple, which I failed at because I had my gearing wrong and I crashed, sick. So you triple through that. That's pretty straightforward. You have to shift down most of the time for this. Then you can jump into the whoops, which is solid, but you can also just, hit them. That's a very vital section. That's annoying. You can actually cut that corner a little bit. So the tough blocks, as you can see, the tough block lines are right here. It squares to right here, and then it turns to the left. And what everybody's pretty much been doing to get their quick laps, let me turn around here, I'll get into this corner, and I'll show you exactly how we're hitting them. At least most of the fast guys are hitting them around like this. So I am on a 250, so people are hitting them literally like that. So it's cutting the corner. You want to triple in here pretty much. A lot of people are preloading here to keep their momentum. You double, and then what I'm doing, at least consistently, is I'm jumping over, quadding on, or tripling on, then stepping off, and then trying to scrub that as clean as I can. Really nice. And then you want to try to quad that. I haven't stretched out the quad just yet on that one. It's easy to stretch it out when you got the tough blocks, so you get the barrier. And then you triple and then double, makes it really easy. This section is just a scrub hill. You can land wherever. It's preferred to downside the triple. And these whoops are pretty simple. Most of the time you have no issue. Of course, I fly off the berm when I do that. So anyway, let's try to hot lap this while I talk about the pros and cons of the track. So, also, inside line is preferred there. If you ever want to know, you want to hit the inside if you can, if you're in manual. Outside, you just want to square it up. See, perfect. Triple quad into this section. I shift down into third, try to square that up, and then preload out into fifth. Scrub normally, but I didn't get the scrub right. Okay, oh crap, I'm going to go off. Okay, see, triple there. Sorry. Boom, whoops. You can also cut it just like that, and it won't reset you, which is actually nice. You preload there. I'm going to hit this. Now let's see if I can get this quad. No, I'm not going to get the quad. So I'm going to downside, triple. Try to step off that properly, but I done messed up. So then I'm going to have to preload the triple. Moment of truth. Whip glitch. Nope, I didn't get the whip glitch, but see, as I case that quad, you triple all the way to downside this, and then you double into the corner, which is actually really quick. And then obviously the rest of the section. So anyway, I will have to say I really do like this track. It's going to be the simplest track that they release. That's the funnest part. This is going to be the simplest pretty much of the layouts wise. I don't know how easy it'll be for the other tracks because they might make it the scaling easy. The scaling might make it easy to do the other tracks. This track's just very complicated because of the scaling of it. They tried to make it so that you had to do stuff realistically. Obviously, we're finding ways to not do it realistically, but at the same time, you could probably do some of the things. The pros will probably do some of these things that we're doing. So one pro is that obviously you have to slow down for the corners. I like that about these games, or about this game. You have to shift down in the corners. You have to slow down in the corners because they are flat. But that's also a con. The corners feel really, really loose, and they won't hold you sometimes. So with that being said, oh, perfect quad. Let's get it, quad. So with that being said, it's not necessarily a detraction from the track. In my opinion, it doesn't necessarily matter if really you lose the corner. I'm going to hit that quad by the end of this video. Regardless, it doesn't matter necessarily if you miss really your shifting, but like, I don't know. I like the fact, because in reality, like, that looks like it could hook you, but you do have to like shift down. Like this one too, it doesn't hold you like the other corners because they're just scaled differently. And it's really kind of nice to see that because it gives a lot of variety. It makes a lot of people slow up. And in reality, it makes a track that would be extremely 450 heavy and favored into a balanced track because the 450s have so much issue hooking into corners that hook you now. And now they have to slow down and square up a little bit. They have to rail. That first corner, like 450s fly off that every time. The All-Star race that I'm going to stream or make a video of, depending on how it works, you'll see on the whole shot, 450s are going to go flying. I could go flying if I have a bad start and am like locked behind people towards the tough blocks. I mean, like every race that I've been in on this track, the 450s have flown off the track because it's so difficult to slow down into that corner. So I guess that's a pro and a con. At the same time, I'm really happy about it. It is really good that they did that. There's the quad. Quad triple. Boom. Double into the corner. Perfect. Now, if I hit every single line real quick, just a note, if I hit every single line fluidly, this would be a 107 lap for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. If I could hit every lap or everything exactly how I want to, it will be a 107 based on the fact, like, when I ran my 109, I made mistakes and I was running a slower pace and all that stuff. So anyway, the corners are flat. That's cool. The scaling of the jumps makes it a little difficult to do that unrealistic stuff. Like that could be a realistic line. Like I could see people doing that. Like I know, obviously I guarantee I'll get comments about this, but James Stewart a couple years ago was just throwing things. Like it was crazy. He was legitimately just throwing random jumps that like nobody else was attempting the jumps. It's like that, where the jumps here that we're going to be hitting for lines, they're literally jumps that like pros would hit if they're going quick. I'm thinking that one pro about it is that obviously you get that realistic feel, but we feel the way that these pros are going to feel. Like from what I've understood, I actually looked, and the track that they built in Anaheim looks extremely like this. It's not obviously scaled the exact same way. It's scaled so that people can live, but that's another pro to this track, is that it looks very similar to the actual track itself. So it's a solid replica. I've seen a bunch of people on Reflex already try to just remake Anaheim and replicate it, so it's better. Supercross Encore has the best replication of the track right now. It doesn't matter. Maybe MX Simulator might have a good one, but other than that, Supercross Encore takes the cake with the best remake so far, or replica of the track. Reflex, sorry, you guys may be cool over there, but you don't have the best replica. One con I guess I can say is that the jumps feel like they're scaled extremely big. Like when you run this track, like everything just feels massive. Like you go up next to this, tell me this doesn't feel massive. Like, 'cause it's double the size of the person. That's crazy. Yes, I can understand that maybe this takeoff here could be, that seems to be like, that would be a good scale for the triple. That makes sense. But the landing base is extremely high. So that's the only downfalls really I see with the track, other than maybe it'd be difficult for beginners to get into. I know when I first started, I was struggling, and I actually really was kind of like, oh gosh, I kind of almost regret buying this. Now that I've raced a little bit of it, you have to just... Actually, you know what? I take that back. I didn't really ever regret buying this. I knew it was going to be worth it the whole time. But I felt like it was a little bit struggle, and I felt like in this tournament race I'm going to be struggling, and I know for a fact I'm not now, because I've raced with everybody. It's going to be a really even race. You feel like when you run this track, that you're just extremely slow. But right now, since the leaderboards aren't up, you won't be able to see the lap times. So if you're running like 111s is actually 112, 111s are really good right now. For the casual guys, the 113s, even 114s are pretty decent. For us, like for the really fast riders, you guys are going to be wanting to look for a 109 to even a 110 is good for a fast guy. If you're running average of that, wow, that's actually a really good line right there. If I can downside that, holy crap, you guys just witnessed me find something possibly. So overall, if I had to recommend this track or this track pack so far to you, it's definitely 100% you want to get this. Even if you don't take into consideration that there's going to be more tracks that come out, the track is overall really fun to run. I've run 20 lappers on this multiple times with a bunch of friends, including the squad, my cousin, a bunch of people, and it's overall fun because it does create those really good battles, because this track is all consistency. It doesn't matter about speed really. If you're obviously you want to run those quick lap times consistently, but if you get those consistent 110s to 111s to 112s, you're going to be up there with the people that are really fast, because those 107s, 108s are extremely inconsistent and extremely rare to run. 109s are very common to see as the fastest laps in lobbies. Overall, I would say yes, it is worth buying. You're going to get frustrated at first. It's just like how I would recommend the game to people. You're going to get frustrated at first racing this game because it is very difficult to get into. Even though it's a simple game, it is very annoying to get into. And that's how the track is. It's annoying, but it is very competitive, very fun to ride, and overall, I definitely recommend it. So anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy my input. I hope you did enjoy the lines that I showed you and all of that good stuff. If you can string together a lap with every single line that I wanted to hit today, including this quad, and then the triple afterwards, and then quadding in the section to my left into the triple, that's the fastest way through the track, and you'll run a quick lap. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button. Comment down below if you're excited to see the live streams, as well as where I should live stream, as I am currently in a dilemma between Twitch and YouTube. Please comment down below which one you'd like to see. I'm also going to leave my Twitch down below in the description, so in case that does end up winning, you can follow that channel and all that juicy goodness. As I almost hit the 5, because to let you know, the 5 is the fastest way through, but it's a very difficult to hit. I've never actually cleared it. I've always been about that close to clearing it. So also, I'd like you guys to comment down below if you're excited for the live streams or for the races with the squad or the crew or whoever I'm racing with, to show you how competitive it can be and how much fun it really is. So anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and as always, my name is Motoh, and I'm out. Peace!